And we continue to track developments in Los Angeles. We're joined now by a resident who returned home after receiving an evacuation order. Will Eagle, who is Canadian, joining us now over Zoom. Will, thank you so much for being with us here today. I want to ask first how you're doing, if you and your loved ones are all safe.
We're safe. Thank you so much for asking. It's been a bit of an interesting week, but right now we are in a safe zone.
I'm really happy to hear that. We should let our viewers know that you live in Laurel Canyon, which is nestled in the Hollywood Hills. Can you walk us through what the past 24 hours has been like?
You know, we've been keeping an eye on a few different fires. One is the Sunset Fire, which has been over 42 acres, and it's just down the road from us. We were evacuated 2 nights ago. The fire was moving west, potentially towards Laurel Canyon, and Laurel Canyon is a very dense neighborhood of houses, trees, and a lot of combustible material. So there's a real risk that it would have caught and caught badly. So we evacuated the area. We were able to return the next morning, which is great because they got the Sunset Fire under control. But the Palisades continues to be an issue.
And I want to go off that point right there as we hear from fire officials, and we're seeing those images of the destruction caused by the blazes here. To hear fire officials saying that these fires have yet to be contained here. You're somebody who was just evacuated. You're back home right now. What are you feeling knowing that these fires are still not under control?
This is the concern, really, because we're worried that there are going to be higher winds coming up on Tuesday of next week, and so there's a real chance that that fires might continue, to spread, and even potentially start again. We've even had some local reports from the police of arson, which is a really terrifying prospect to also contend with.
And residents like yourself seem like you're staying up to date on this information. You remain on high alert to see what the latest is, because that threat could possibly still be here. And I'm wondering also, what are you hearing from others who are being impacted by these fires?
Gosh, that's a real challenge, because there are so many people I want to reach out to say, how are you and what can we do? You know that they're struggling with communication at the moment. They're probably being bombarded with text messages from people concerned. I know several people who have probably lost their homes in the Palisades. If they're watching, we send out our best wishes to everyone, and we're available to help. We're a strong little community here. We have a safety meeting on 2 p.m. at 2 p.m. on Saturday, where we're all going to get together and speak with previous retired fire officials so that we can further prepare and potentially protect from what could be an ongoing threat.
It seems like residents like yourself are really taking the onus to make sure that they're getting the latest information. How has communication been like from officials? Has there been a clear sense of direction?
There have been a few missteps. We did have an evacuation order, Amber Alert, last night come out, but it wasn't for our location. I think that it's very easy to make those kinds of mistakes in these situations, and I think it's better safe than sorry, because what you had was a whole bunch of people just double checking whether they needed to evacuate or not. Generally, what I've seen is an incredible effort by LAFD and all of the services, including Canadian services that have been sent to help with the firefighting effort. It's been incredible. We are lucky. We have a community group run by a local volunteer who keeps us in touch with all of the updates from the police and the fire departments and tells us how we can help.
Yeah, emergency officials, fire departments really working around the clock to make sure that these fires are under control and contained. Will Eagle, you are helping us to get a better sense of just what residents have been going through. We are so glad to hear that you are okay. We wish you all the best. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.